Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Pete. You're watching Pete J. Cooper the Model Builder, and we're going on with that superb build by Centauria Lancia Stratos La Regina d'Aireli. Okay, and you saw it last time. It's such a really nice build. I've got number 5 here. Let me just show you what is in that. We are putting some more onto we are putting some more onto the bonnet that we have out there, and a light switch, and let's see what that brings, and some more parts that we put on. The magazines have now changed. The step-by-step guide is in there, but then you've got a little bit of history of Lancia and the Stratos by Lancia. Okay, stage number 5. These are the parts for that build. So let's see what we are going to do. The one with the hole in it, we're going to put like so. Them together like so. There are holes in there. And check on the panels. There are R's and L. There are R's on that. So we have the same thing with this one. We've got those together like so. But we're going to start with this one. I don't want to scratch this paint off. It's plastic, so it's slightly more scratchable, but still. So we're putting it on this side because that is the left-hand side, and it goes over those points 1, 2, 3 with 1, 2, 3 of those there, and we're going to put TPs on them. You see those screw points? Not that one. You see the 3 screw points in the corner here. These are the ones that we just put in, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you saw it on the other side, it's the same thing. So okay, let's pull this towards me, and we're going to put those two together, and I've put it in the wrong way. Is it hard to? I think this is no, it's not. It's not too bad. So make sure you get it in that way with the black side and that sticking out to the front. Like so. Because this is the way we can put that on here and then put a screw on, and then put a screw right there. And that screw is an AP. And that is magazine number 5, or issue number 5, done. I put that that thing in grid, yeah, and we're gonna put 2 SPs in there. So I pushed it in all the way down there, then push those over, and they're nicely crimped because they're doing just fine. And they're all SP screws that we've just done. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 4 is going in now. And I will show you how that looks from the other side. And I had a quick look just now. Have a look at that. That looks so nice on both sides. Really nice. They're going on right here, like so, and the other one on the other side, of course. TPs. Doesn't really need a flange screw, but I'm fine. Okay, 2 TP screws on that side, and have a look how they are orientated. That is how you want them. Let's see. Yep, we're putting them onto that and that point. And we need the very small one for that with the OP screws. Yep. And we've got those little brackets on as well. Hardly visible, but right there and there. And that is this stage done. Okay, these are the parts that we have for stage number 7. And we're gonna put some more on the front of the car, and we've got everything already here as well already. So, and we've got these two which we'll be putting on, but I'm just gonna leave them together. That's the left hand side, and we're gonna push it onto the left hand side here. There we go. The indicator is in all the way, and we're doing the same thing on the other side, of course. So we've got that one neatly in right there. So we're going to put that to the side and see what we're doing next. Okay, I think we're putting them in on that side, that and that side there. So we're doing the other side. And I don't know if you can see, but the silvery bit on this side here and on that side there. Then we're going to put those lights together. That's that light in right there. We're doing the same thing on the other side. Have a look at the orientation. There's a G-shaped pin in the back. And that light is in as well. Now, let's see where we're going next. Okay, we're putting it on this side. And we're putting some OPs in there again. Okay, we're just putting the one in. And then I thought we were going to put all of them in. We're going to get that out, the number plate out. Push that through and put 2 TPs on that. We're using the other ones to put some stuff in. Yeah, putting that little bracket over. And it's an AP. So that's done. I think we need to make sure that that wire comes out as the other one did. That's the we've just screwed that tight, but what they've not told us is that we need to make sure that those wires go under here. But we cannot do that if it's that completely tied up. So that's a little bit strange. Can you see those wires that are behind those posts? Right. Let me just get that off. Behind those posts there, they need to be like that before you screw those APs in. The strange thing is that they're only telling you that that needs to be behind those posts after you've put those 2 APs in. And you cannot lift it up to make it sure that it gets into that right position. So that is what we have at that moment. But we're going to do some more wire tidying, and then we're going to screw some screws into that position there. Yep. 2 more APs, and I'll show you where they are. Right there. It's hard for you to see, is it? There are there, and you have to go through the mesh on between the mesh and the front of the car. Otherwise that angle is unbelievable to do. They want it all to go back, but they put it through that post anyway. That's a bit weird. Okay, we put that little plastic piece of tape right there, and now we're gonna screw all those little OP screws in there, but with the tiny screwdriver, the 00. Right there, all those little screws are in here, all around. Okay, that's absolute. So, and you put those in. It's in my case, it's a case of trying and seeing and trial and error to put that together. But that is what we have at this moment of the build. Put that away. That finishes stage 7 off. Okay, this is what we get in stage 8, and it's the airbox and the carburetor, and we get this one. We get this wonderful mesh as well. Okay, have a look at those two. They're going on top of each other, and we're putting an SP in the middle. Okay, we've got 3 of those and 3 of those, and we're going to put them together with another SP each. So we're going to put them on with those pins in there, and putting 2 SPs in those. And this is the last, and that is what we have when we're done. So we're getting that one out, and we're putting it on like so, and we're getting more SPs out. Okay, then we're getting those golden boys out, and we're putting all 6 of them on. Then we're getting this one out, and on those dotted lines we are going to make an angle of 90 degrees. I'm going that one out. So we are going to leave that right there. Then these are MP screws that we're putting in to put the airbox onto that. I'm just going to call it the carburetor. I don't know. Most probably it's the carburetor because that's the names they mentioned. So that is what we have then. Really nicely done. And we're going to put that one together with this rubber hose. If you look closely, that the screws have to be on this side, so we're going to do this side first, and maybe we're going to do the same thing on the other side. I don't know, but Push it in. Hydrate, and that is what we have. That is that part done. I think it's the carburetor and the air filter, air box. This is of course the air box, and then underneath is of course the carburetor. Then that was number 7 done, 8 done. Yep, and that is this pack done for the moment. There is more to come, but I'm going to leave it at this and do some more later on. I will put it ready. I may do that tomorrow, but I'm going to do that soon. As you can see, that is that. And let's see. That is what we have at the moment. As you saw in the previous stages that I was building this. But let's put that there. Wow, guys, did you like that? It's a plastic. I don't mind it so much. It's the details are still really, really nice, and we're going as far as those little cables that we made in stage 1. So you need to be careful with those if you put something under it that is soft or is carpety, because it will stay in. And they're playing with fireworks again outside. So I'm enjoying it very much. I hope you are as well. It's a really nice build, and I've got quite a bit in already. I've got 4 more stages to do, 9, 10, 11 and 12, and then I need to wait a little bit more for some new parts. They are already in on my Italian address, but I'm waiting for 3 or 4 depending on how many, because they've charged me quite often. There's the 18th, 20th, and I think the 22nd already as well. So I'm presuming they're coming in pretty quick. But if you like this one, have a look at my other ones. This is my favorite at the moment, though, because from a young age, as I said, I've loved this car and this design of this car, and I'm really hoping that you enjoyed it and that you will join me next time. So please like, subscribe, and pass it on. And as I said, please join me again next time on any of my other builds. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye-bye.